All right, hey, welcome back to another video. It is Sarah Michaels here, and in this video, I'm going to show you really easily how to create a waitlist opt-in form on your website using Wix and also an email like lead capture form. I happen to be using ConvertKit, but you can kind of I'm just going to give you the overall basics of what to do and how to do this. So if you are creating a course and you've gone through, or you're creating course pages, or really anything, it could be a wait list, for whatever it is that you're doing. The first thing you're going to want to do is add a page. Okay. And then as you can see, I have set that to the landing page. So that's what I did because I don't want them to access the rest of the site when they go to this. They type it into the URL. I want them to come to this landing page. So all I did once I added that page was I clicked set as homepage. And then I went in and I grabbed like a strip background right here. And I just simply grabbed that from my homepage. If you are using any of the copy and paste features of Wix, which is really nice, you can just go ahead and click on copy. And then when you go back to that landing page, if you hit the paste button, that's already going to bring that design with all of the text that were attached to the strip to the main page. So that is a super nice feature. The next thing that I did was I went into the settings of this page. So again, if you are in the menu here, whenever you click on the three dots on a specific page, it's going to bring you the page info and all of the information. I want to click on the Layouts tab. Now, the standard layout means that it will have the header and footer that the rest of my website has. I don't want this on an opt-in page, so I'm going to select no header and no footer. So that way, when someone is on this page, they're not clicking menu buttons. The literal main focus is just to get their information in here. So then, depending on what you have, you might want to add some text over the strip. If you want, you can always, let's see here, you can always change the strip background. If you need to adjust it, you can kind of go like this. This is just, I'm sure a lot of you know this, but maybe some of you don't. So that way, if you need the text to pop a little bit more, select the color behind the image to be black, and then just pull this down a little bit. So that way the text will pop out a little bit more, okay? All right, so that's what I did. Now the next thing that I'm doing here is I'm popping in over to my ConvertKit, and what I wanna do is go to create new. And by the way, if you have not yet, you can go to sarahmichaels.com/vault. You can get access to all of the resources that I mentioned in any of my training videos. So like free trials, discounts on like ConvertKit and anything like that. So that's all in the vault. So if you haven't already, just go ahead and make sure that you do that. Once you pop your name in here, you will get instant access to it. So just a little FYI. So if you're like, oh, I don't have ConvertKit yet, I know that this is one of the things that is in there, and we do have a discount trial for. So this is ConvertKit. I'm going to go ahead and click on create a new form. Okay. Excuse me. And I want to create a form. I don't want a landing page. I just want a little form that's going to kind of be attached to the rest of the page. So the form type that I want is called an inline form. So we're going to go ahead and select that. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm like 7.5 months pregnant, and so I've got like some major hiccups going on. Okay, so now we're gonna click choose, and this is the Claire one. If you're in ConvertKit, now you don't have to use ConvertKit. It is just my personal preference. I think it's the easiest, best, most efficient, most affordable, best features for the average creator. There's also Aweber. and there's also Active Campaign. Those are the other two that I recommend. The one that I absolutely do not recommend are, well, there's two, is Constant Contact and MailChimp. So if you're using either of those, I have my reasons, but I highly would suggest considering not using those two. Okay, so now we're going to title this form. We are going to call this SIY. So whenever I'm doing this, I always like to organize it. So SIY stands for Style It Yourself, which is the name of that course. And we're going to call it Waitlist. So SIY Waitlist. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get this off the bottom. Okay. And let's add, so we're going to say first name. So we're going to save this as a custom field, and we're going to save it as a first name. We're going to make it required. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's see if we can switch that around. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my website here, and I want to grab this hot pink color. So I do have this color picker eyedrop tool for the Chrome extension that allows me to easily be able to grab colors from my website or from anywhere else. But obviously it's just being a pain. What does it say? Oh, it's not responding. It's probably because I'm trying to do too much stuff here. I've got like a million tabs open and our internet's super slow. So there it goes. All right. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, if that's not going to work, we're just going to go, oh, there it is. FF. Okay, here. So now I grabbed the color, made it super simple. The other thing that you can do to keep your branding and consistency down is also to just keep your brand colors in like a Trello board or a Google Keep or your Google Drive folder or something so that you're using, you've got the same color scheme going on over and over. So now that I grabbed what's called this hex color code, which identifies the color so I can keep the exact same color, when I click on this button, you can see the background color pops up with a combination of numbers and letters. I'm going to paste the hex code color in there that I just grabbed from my site, and there we go. We are off to the races. So, okay, and then I'm going to change the name. Okay. Okay, yes, sign me up. Okay, cool. I like how that is better than subscribe. I just kind of like to make the messages a little more personalized. So let's go ahead and click on save. Now, as far as the settings go, this is where you're going to be able to pop in the success message. So success, this is where it's going to be, you are on the wait list. Now, if you want to get fancy with this, you can also redirect them to a page where it says, hey, in the meantime, while you're waiting, if you want to do that, that's fine. If you don't want to do that, you can just simply have a message pop up after they subscribe. Whatever is simplest and best for you. I recommend getting something up there first, and then you can always go back and optimize, because getting something done is always better than having something be entirely perfect. Okay. So the main goal here is just to make sure that you have this finished. Okay, so now what we want to grab is the HTML code, because we're going to embed this. We'll just click copy. I see that now. All right, so we're just going to embed this right here onto the page. So now that we're back to the Wix website editor, click the plus button, which is going to pull up the Elements tab. And then you're going to go down to Embed, and then embed a widget. This is the HTML code that you want to add to the site that is going to paste that ConvertKit email opt-in right to this page. So we're going to go like this, excuse me, click on update. And then it should bring that up there, and it should show There we go. So now we have a waitlist page. Okay, so now that this is finished, let's see. I'm going to bring that down a little bit and go like this. Okay, because I like how that looks better. Okay, so now that we have this finished right here on this page, the next thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that it's optimized on the mobile, because 70% of people are going to be accessing my site on a mobile device. So for example, if I would not have checked this, it would have been cut off and people would not have been able to sign up for my waitlist, which would have been so silly and I would have missed out on all of those leads. So always make sure that once you finish editing something on a desktop view, you want to make sure that it is also edited on the mobile device. Once it's finished, then you can click on publish. That's very important that you click on publish, because otherwise the changes will not be, they'll be saved, but they won't be live to your domain. And I'm assuming that you have already connected your domain. If you have not, you can go back and watch that tutorial. So now when I go to www.styleityourselfcourse.com, now that it's published, it should be taking me to the waitlist landing page. So they can't access the rest of the site currently because it is not open for enrollment. So there you have it. That is how, when a course is closed, you can send your site traffic to a lead capture landing page. I don't know how many minutes we've been recording, but it should take, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to set up, or maybe half an hour, depending on if you're super new to this. But there you go. So I hope that you learned something from this. I hope that it was valuable to you. If it was, I love hearing from you in the comments. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and click subscribe for more tutorials. And this is just a shameless plug that if you have not already, please go ahead and make sure that you subscribe to the Business Resource Vault. And if you are looking to take your skills just a little bit further, I did want to let you know that I just opened up a coaching community that has live Q&As, tutorials, and hundreds of pre-made graphics. This is currently where I'm spending a lot of my time working with entrepreneurs, course creators, and online marketers. So if you go to sarahmichaels.com/VIP, you can check out all of the details of this and see if it is a good fit to help you grow your brand and your business online. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next training.